All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called 123, 1961. This is going to be another Billy Wilder flick. It's got James Cagney in it. It's got some inside jokes about James Cagney's gangster films, and of course Yankee Doodle Dandy, which I've never seen before, and I didn't laugh a single time. I hated this flick. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. It was a financial flop, and it came out, and Billy Wilder blamed it on people spending money on Christmas gifts instead of movie tickets. Anyway, there's some bonus features on this disc. It's a Kino Lorber that I showed you yesterday. And this is what I didn't show you in my last video. It's the ivermectin. There it is right there. Ivermectin. I went through a lot of trouble to get this prescription. I had to go through a telemedicine doctor in Santa Ana, California, and then I had to have the pharmacy, Optimal Wellness, which is the only pharmacy that compounds ivermectin and refills ivermectin according to the doctor. And there's a shortage because everybody's getting this stuff as a prophylactic cure against COVID-19, SARS-CoV-2, Delta variant, whatever they call it nowadays. Don't get the poison shots. Get this. They wouldn't even give it to my son because they said his immune system is strong enough. He doesn't need it. Yeah. Try telling that to the health authorities when he turns 12 and it's time for them to force him to get the shot. The school hasn't forced him to get it yet, but there's one school in California who's forcing all the kids to get it. It's in Culver City. They're dumb enough to get sued, I guess. I don't know if my son can get a religious exemption, but I've got the religious exemption template on my Chromebook in case the school tries to force him to get it. But he's been pretty good about resisting it so far, even though he's not 12 yet. So hopefully that will continue. I don't think they can force him to get it, but we'll see. I'll cross my fingers and I'll pray. Anyways, enough about that. This movie stinks. It's in black and white, of course. And it's got really dumb Cold War jokes. In fact, it was banned in Finland because I guess Finland wanted to be on nice terms with the Soviet Union. And it takes place right around the time of the construction of the Berlin Wall, when people were going freely to and from East Germany, West Germany, through the Brandenburg Gate, which was some ancient relic that was resurrected after the fall of the Berlin Wall. The Brandenburg Gate. Some Prussian king, I think, built that centuries ago. So as they were filming in late 1961, they were constructing the Berlin Wall, and they couldn't use the Brandenburg Gate, so they had to build a small set in West Germany. And it's James Cagney plays the white male swine of a capitalist pig.
Bourgeoisie.
The Coca-Cola executive. He's trying to get Coke inside the Soviet Union so that the comrades in, in the Soviet Union can drink icy cold Coke. And he doesn't want to give them the secret formula because the Chinese communists might take hold or something stupid. Some Cold War nonsense. The Cold War was a sham, even though Khrushchev was banging his shoe, and JFK withdrew nukes from Turkey to avoid a nuclear holocaust. By the 1970s, the Soviet Union was suffering so bad that they were getting foreign aid from the United States under Brezhnev. Anyways, I think I've told you that story. Army of One. Huh. Wow. Okay. Karate Man's in the chat room. Adrian woke up and started posting comments, and then what do you know? Karate Man's here. Army of One. Let's see. Is that the same Dolph Lundgren who played He-Man? Yeah. I have the power. Well, Netflix, it's Nicolas Cage and Russell Brand. Really? 2016, but you're saying it's 1993. We like 1993 movies. Okay, I'll add it on my list of movies to watch if I could find it. Thanks, Karate Man. I'm still in the AIP section of my YouTube movies to watch, but good news is that I got through all my Netflix DVDs. Here we go. Army of One, 1993. Let's see what comes up. It says Joshua Tree. Is this it? Yeah, 1 hour and 42 minutes. I found it. Cool. So I'll add that to my list. So I'll tell you my list of movies that I'm watching right now, because I don't have any more Netflix DVDs. It's all YouTube stuff at this point. Okay. So I've got Haunted House of Horror, watching that on Creature Features. Then I've got Cry of the Banshee, which is like a Conqueror Worm type flick. It looks pretty decent with Vincent Price. Five for Hell. The Gatling Gun. Red Sun Rising. Eaten Alive. Angel Unchained. Panic. And Army of One. That's my full list. Anyways. By the way, you saw your thumbnails, by the way. I don't have too many pictures of myself, but I got one going back all the way to the year 1998, I think. That's the one you were asking about. You didn't recognize me when I was like 28 years old. I delivered alcohol to a lady in San Francisco. She's 52. She's got the wrinkles and the bat wings going and the turkey neck. And she goes, "Oh, I was born in 1968, but I feel like I'm 28." I said, "Yeah, I feel the same way." I think she was trying to hit on me or something. This ugly old white woman. They always do that, but she didn't give me a cash tip, so I kind of felt cheated. Yeah. Yeah, that photo, the thumbnail, the first one that I did was 1998 photo when I had yellow bunny teeth. And I need some serious dental work. You probably couldn't see it in that thumbnail, though. I had coffee cigarette teeth going, kind of thing. The yellow stain from drinking too much coffee, I guess. They didn't have teeth whiteners back in the late 90s. Now you can get it in your toothpaste and your mouthwash. Anyways, getting back to I was 28 in that photo. The one where I'm wearing the sweater. I don't have any sweaters. His half sister got me a sweater for Christmas one time, but all my sweaters got worn out. And the old lady upstairs, I told you she was having trouble getting off the toilet. She was too weak. I had to drag her to her bed last week, and then all of a sudden, on Friday night, I get this call from her son-in-law. "Oh, we got an emergency, 911. She's too weak to get off the toilet." Wow, you couldn't figure that out a week ago? And he wanted to know if I was anywhere near home. I was in Oakland working. So I just told him what happened last week, and he said, "Oh, I got to go." And he hung up on me. Anyways, getting back to the 1, 2, 3. So James Cagney is the Coke executive. He's tasked with taking care of the Atlanta headquarters executive's daughter, who's 17. She marries some communist crud from East Germany. And she's also pregnant with his baby. So there's a lot of going back and forth between East and West Germany. James Cagney tries to frame him for being a U.S. spy or something. So he's in jail, and then when James Cagney figures out that she's pregos, he springs him out of jail by tricking the communists in East Germany, and so they go back, and James Cagney tries to turn him into a capitalist, so that because the executive from Georgia, the father, he's coming to West Germany to visit or something. And that's pretty much the movie. James Cagney is having an affair with the secretary, some West German blondie bimbo, and the East Germans are crazy about her. They want to hire her. That's pretty much the movie. Anyways, I think I'm going to take a little nap, and then I'll watch Forced Vengeance. Haven't I already reviewed that? sounds familiar. Or no, that I'm thinking of the Octagon, right? Forced Vengeance. Hmm. Let's see. Nope. I've seen Delta Force 2, but I haven't seen Force Vengeance. Is that why does that sound familiar? Ah, because I have it in my Netflix queue already. You mentioned it to me. Or maybe Adrian did. But it's in my Netflix queue. I'll tell you how far down it is, because everything I have is like Adrian recommendations from 3 years ago or stuff that I picked mostly. As you can tell, I picked the last 4, I think. Oh man, this Netflix is taking forever. Come on, load. Got so much crap in my saved queue that it just it just gets stuck when I try to click on 500 my Netflix queue. Okay, so still unresponsive. Let's try this again. Jeez. Well, 1, 2, 3. I can give that 1 out of 5 stars. I just rated it on Netflix. So Forced Vengeance. Ah, it's a 432. All right. I think you told me to get Rage too. I have that at 433. The Gary Daniels. So cool. Thanks for the recommendation, but I think I already took care of that. I'm just waiting for it to slowly make its way up my Netflix queue as I watch more and more movies. This disc 1, 2, 3 kept skipping and getting stuck. I didn't know MGM owns Amazon. They took control over the Canon library. I know that. Anyways, thanks for chatting. I guess I'll take my second nap and we'll get through Haunted House of Horror later.